What is up, my peoples? Welcome to Everything is Wrestling. I am your host, Joel, and today I am going to give you my night two predictions of WrestleMania 40. That's right, WrestleMania 40 is right around the corner. I've already done my night one predictions. Make sure you go check that out if you haven't yet. And here's my night two predictions. Night one, I already gave a lot of my thoughts, so I really hope you go and check that out. I think night one's gonna be incredible. It's gonna be awesome, but night two is gonna be just as great, and that's the beauty of WrestleMania, guys. It's WrestleMania. This is Christmas for us wrestling fans, right? So of course I want to just give you my quick thoughts, my rundown of the card, and then we're gonna just see how WrestleMania ends up, and hopefully we can come back to this and see what I got right and what I got wrong. But for now, I just want to give you my quick thoughts. I got my World Heavyweight Championship here just because I want to bring WrestleMania to my home since I'm not there. Fortunately, I'm not in Philly, but I'm hoping to maybe go to a WrestleMania soon. So for now, I'll bring WrestleMania to me. I'll be watching it at home with some friends and family, but it's all good, right? So let's go right through the card and see for night two. So I have the card pulled up here. Bleacher Report has a nice article set up. So I'm gonna go from the bottom up. I don't know if this is the actual uh, card that the order of the card, but I'm just gonna read off the bottom and go to the top and see how it lands. But right here we have Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament in a Philly street fight, which I think is gonna be pretty cool. I feel like this feud has been going on forever, so I'm kind of glad that we're finally getting to the end of it. And it's a Philly street fight in Philly. It's gonna be awesome. I'm sure they're gonna go hard. I'm gonna predict that the Final Testament gets the victory. Authors of Pain and Karrion Kross, just because they're the newer team and you want to keep that momentum with them. And since it's a Philly street fight, I feel like they're gonna do some really vicious stuff and get that win. And there's going to be enough babyface victories, so I don't think they need to worry about not losing the crowd or anything like that. So I think I'm going to go with AOP and Karrion Cross, and I think it's going to be a nice, hard fought match with some crazy spots probably, because this is basically the night two version of that ladder match. Since there's a ladder match on night one, they probably wanted to have a big spectacle type match on night two as well. So this is your big six-man match. We're just gonna be probably tables and chairs and kendo sticks and trash cans and all of that involved. So I see it going hard and I see it going all around the arena. But at the end of the day, I think Karrion Cross and the AOP get that victory just to keep that momentum with this new faction. After that, we have the big feud, LA Knight, yeah, and AJ Styles, the phenomenal AJ Styles, in a big blood feud match. We've seen all types of things happen here. We've seen LA show up at AJ Styles' house. We've seen LA attack him behind the camera, dressed up as a cameraman. These two have really been going after it. AJ Styles flew all the way to Australia just to hit him with a steel chair in the Elimination Chamber and make him get eliminated. I think this match is going to be incredible. I don't see it being like the most like technical match. I think it's just going to be a straight up brawl style, but I think those are some of the best matches, some of the most fun matches, and I think LA Knight kind of strides in that type of style instead of going for like a work rate five star match style like AJ Styles in his prime. It's more going to be a knockdown slobber knocker style like JR would say. And I think I'm going to go with LA Knight winning this one just because I feel like he has that momentum. He's been getting that push for a while now, and it only makes sense to get him a big victory on a big stage at WrestleMania, and maybe line him up for a championship title reign down the road. So I see him getting the victory and pulling that momentum, and maybe he goes after that U.S. title, or whoever ends up becoming the Universal Champion. Maybe he's next in line, but I think after this victory, we're gonna see a big push for LA Knight. So I'm gonna go with LA Knight for this match. After that match here, we have listed the U.S. Championship Triple Threat match between Logan Paul, the current champion, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens. This is going to be another fun match. I feel like this is going to be a match that mostly showcases Kevin Owens and Logan Paul since they've been feuding for a long time now. Randy Orton's going to get those nice spots here and there. You could tell that Randy Orton isn't 100% since he's been back. Obviously, he had a back injury, a bad back injury, so he's probably working those kinks off still. But it is WrestleMania, so I can see him showing out a little bit. but I think that's the reason for a triple threat match, so you could kind of hide him in there and not make him work too much. So I think we're gonna see KO and Logan Paul work most of this match, and then I predict that Logan Paul is still gonna be the U.S. champion at the end of this match. He's probably gonna have some shenanigans that go down, and we'll see Logan Paul get the victory, and we probably will see some type of beef between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton come out of this match. But I think I see Logan Paul winning this U.S. title match. SummerSlam is in Cleveland this year, and Logan Paul is from Cleveland, so I feel like they want him to hold that title until then at least, and so he could go into a big match at SummerSlam defending that title, maybe against like a LA Knight or something like that, which would be pretty awesome. I could see Logan Paul versus LA Knight as one of the headline matches at SummerSlam, something like that. So I'm gonna go with final prediction for this triple threat match. I think it's gonna be an incredible match. Might be a show stealer. I'm gonna go with Logan Paul though. He always shows out for WrestleMania, and I think they're gonna give them that reward. They're also gonna have the Prime logo all over the mat. So why not just have him win it, hold up a bottle of Prime, and bring the Prime mascot back out and all that good stuff. After that, over here we have the WWE Women's Championship match, Iyo Sky versus Bayley. This story has been really good. It's in the background a little bit because there's so much other stuff happening, but they've been doing a really good job of selling this story. The betrayal of Damage Control, kicking Bayley out of her own group, Bayley winning the Royal Rumble, getting that big spot. Now she's going after Iyo, her former stablemate. I think this is going to be a really good match, but I do predict that, unfortunately, and I'm the biggest Bayley fan. I'm a huge Bayley fan. I was there in NXT Brooklyn, Bayley versus Sasha Banks, one of the best matches I ever seen live. I was there for that match, and ever since that match and before that match, I've been a Bayley fan. So I want Bayley to get that huge moment at WrestleMania, but I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. I think Iyo Sky is going to retain this title. I think Iyo Sky is the future star here. Bayley's already a star, so Iyo need that big win on a big stage, and I think this is where she gets it. She wins that, defends that belt. Maybe later on we see Iyo versus a Jade Cargo or something. So I'm gonna predict that Iyo retains this title, maybe with some shenanigans, but it's gonna be a hard fought match, and I think this could actually be one of the matches of the weekend. So I'm gonna give this one all my full attention, but at the end of the day, I do think, unfortunately, Iyo Sky will retain the championship and leave as women's champion still. And after this, we have one of my most anticipated matches. Both of these competitors have had a huge chip on their shoulders this whole time. I'm talking about Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for Seth Rollins' World Heavyweight Championship. I think we're going to see a banger of a match. I'm really looking forward to this match. It's one of my most anticipated matches of the weekend. Like I said before, both men have had a huge chip on their shoulder. Both of them just feel like they deserve more. They want that main event level status. I think Drew McIntyre is going to leave as the new World Heavyweight Champion just because I feel like Seth Rollins is going to be beat up from the night before because of the Bloodline match. We also have all of the things going on with CM Punk at ringside. He's going to be on commentary. I think he will pull a distraction probably for the match, but I don't think it's going to come into too much play for the finish of the match. I think Drew McIntyre is going to end up as your world champion, and then we'll probably have a stare off with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk after, and Seth Rollins is kind of going to be pushed into the background. And I think that's going to be part of the story going forward, where Seth Rollins is realizing that he put so much of his attention toward this bloodline thing and helping Cody that he kind of lost focus, and now he lost his championship. And is he going to take that out on Cody? Is he going to get pissed off? Is he going to be Cody's first challenger for that new title if Cody ends up becoming the champion? Things like that, I think. Or is he going to go after Roman if Roman's still the champion? I think Seth Rollins is going to end up losing here, and he might change his character a bit and just get really serious because he didn't have his head in the game due to all this bloodline stuff. I hope Seth Rollins is able to recover from it and maybe challenge for the Universal title at one point, but I think for now we're going to see Drew McIntyre walk out of the ring with that new World Heavyweight Championship, and it's been a good long run for Seth Rollins, so of course I think he still proved himself and he made that championship mean something. So I think more power to him, but it's time for a new champion. Drew McIntyre has been killing it on Twitter. He's been killing it on his promo games. He just had that great promo with CM Punk and Seth Rollins where he kind of stood out strong. And I'm looking forward to that feud going forward where we might see CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre one day for that big gold belt. Not this big gold belt, but for that new big gold belt. And yeah, I think that's where we're going to head to. I think Drew McIntyre and CM Punk will feud eventually for that title. And then I think Seth Rollins will kind of be pushed into the background and we'll see what that does for his character. But yeah, for my prediction, Drew McIntyre will be the new World Heavyweight Champion going forward. And then after that, you already know where we are going next. We have the big match. The big match we've been waiting for a full year. Last year, this main event at WrestleMania. This year, this main event at WrestleMania. This year, there's a twist. We have The Rock involved. I think it's going to end up being Bloodline Rules. If you watch my Night 1 predictions, I think the Bloodline's going to win Night 1 main event, The Rock and Roman Reigns. So this match will be a Bloodline Rules match. And I think Cody Rhodes will finally finish the story. I think now is the time. If not now, when? You give Cody the championship belt. You let Cody get that nice victory. I think there's probably going to be a lot of run-ins in this match. It is going to be a Bloodline Rules match. So I can see all of the Rock and Roman Reigns family showing up. I can see Jimmy Uso showing up, Solo Sikoa, maybe even some other guys that we don't know of yet. Maybe a Jacob Fatu or Zilla Fatu. Like, there's all of these guys running around doing the indie shows. So one of these guys might show up. You never know. But I think at the end of the day, Cody Rhodes will get the victory. He'll probably pull out the Cody Avengers and have all types of guys show up. Maybe Sami Zayn shows up in this match. Maybe Kevin Owens shows up in this match. Maybe John Cena shows up in this match. Maybe Glass breaks and Stone Cold Steve Austin shows up in this match. There's all types of rumors happening with this match. I'm super excited to see where it goes. Who knows? All I know is that it's going to be a spectacle. And I think at the end of the day, we will see Cody Rhodes with the championship over his head. Brandy Rhodes in the ring crying with him. Mama Rhodes in there crying with him. Fireworks going off, and everybody leaves Philadelphia happy. Even the tribal chief fans will have to be okay with it because Roman has had his long title reign, and I think it's time to see someone else hold that belt and be the champion that we all deserve and be on Raw, be on SmackDown, and kind of not be the guy who's only there part-time. And that's no offense to Roman Reigns because he's been doing incredible work even as a part-time wrestler. But I think it's time to have a champion that's on the shows week to week and defending the championships and just making that the story. And yeah, people are like, what happens after? What goes after this? Because Roman Reigns has been so captivating, but you're gonna have to do something eventually. Like, this guy can't be champion forever. But who knows? I thought the same thing last year, and Roman still walked out with the championship. But I don't know. This feels right. It feels like it's Cody's turn. It's Cody's time. But you never know. At the end of the day, there's still that little bit of doubt. I'm just like, but what if Roman wins? And honestly, if Roman wins, I probably wouldn't be that upset. I think Roman could still hold the belt for a long time, and then you could probably do Roman versus Rock at WrestleMania 41. And now I'm talking myself out of this prediction, but I had to stick with it. I'm going to stick with Cody. Cody Rhodes at the end of the night holding up the belt, and he is your new Universal Champion. He finally gets that belt that his dad never won. I'm sure there's going to be so much pyro and fireworks and confetti and all types of emotions, and we're all going to cry as we see Cody Rhodes finish his story. But yeah, that's my prediction for Night 2 main event. And those are my predictions for WrestleMania. If you watch Night 1 predictions, you watch Night 2 predictions, now you got my full predictions. Maybe later down in the road, I could come back to these videos and see what I got right, what I got wrong, and we could kind of laugh at what I got wrong and cheer what I got right. But yeah, please stay tuned for more content all week as WrestleMania progresses. We're going to be seeing a lot from me. I'm going to be doing some live streams probably after the shows and just throughout the week, some reactions as we come through the fallout of WrestleMania. There's a lot of really cool wrestling happening out there, so I want to spotlight all that cool stuff that's happening not only in WWE, we have some cool stuff happening outside of WWE. There's a lot of cool indie promotions doing a lot of things as well, and I've been watching as much as I can. There's so much wrestling. I love it. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I hope you guys are enjoying this too. Uh, Please, if you haven't been watching as well on my channel, I've been doing a lot of WWE 2K24 content, and I've been streaming live directly after Raw and directly after Dynamite on Wednesday, and then directly after SmackDown on Fridays. Usually I go live right from the PS5 playing 2K24. I recreate the matches that we saw on that night's show, and I kind of just talk through my reactions of what happened on that episode. And it's been pretty cool. Been having fun. Whoever joins the chat, I get a conversation going with them, and we do some fun stuff in there. So if you haven't watched those, please stay tuned for those. Catch up on those. I'm also doing a Universe Mode tournament within my universe in WWE 2K24. So if you go on my channel, you see a playlist for DPW. That's my universe, Deadlock Pro Wrestling. I'm doing a 32-man tournament, singles matches. Whoever wins moves on to the next round. The losers from the first round end up in the tag team division. It's a cool way to make your universe mode fun. And I have a video talking about how I set it up and all that. So if you want to check that out, just check out the DPW, Deadlock Pro Wrestling Universe playlist on my channel. And yeah, that's all the stuff going on for me. I hope you guys really enjoy WrestleMania week. It is our holiday. It's our best time of the year for a wrestling fan. So I'm really hoping that you guys enjoy it. No tribalism here. All wrestling is awesome. Enjoy what you like. I'll be here enjoying what I like. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.